When it comes to managing our money and financial lives, we often focus only on the practical side of things. But what if we incorporated timeless wisdom that could guide our financial choices towards virtue and meaning? Today, I want to explore how integrating insights from Stoic philosophy into our personal finances can help us make not only financially savvy decisions, but develop a lifestyle aligned with Stoic ideals of self-control, moderation, and wisdom. In this video, we'll break down key Stoic teachings and discuss practical applications to our spending, budgeting, investing, and even mindset around money. You'll learn techniques to help curb harmful excess, find fulfillment beyond wealth, and handle financial ups and downs with poise. My goal is that you leave with actionable tools for integrating Stoic principles into your financial life. This knowledge has the power to bring greater financial well-being, but more importantly, lasting contentment and peace of mind. So let's dive in. Today, I want to have an open conversation about setting financial goals and managing money in a way that aligns with Stoic teachings on virtue as the highest good. As someone who has often struggled with greed, keeping up with the Joneses, and impatience, studying this timeless philosophy has provided me invaluable guidance to help cultivate much wiser, more purposeful financial habits, not driven by ego. The Stoic philosophers saw developing excellence of character, our wisdom, justice, courage, and moderation as the supreme aim in life, far above simply accumulating unlimited wealth and possessions. However, their insightful principles on self-control, discipline, generosity, and justice can profoundly shape how we approach earning, budgeting, spending, and sharing money in a responsible manner. Here are some specific tips and shifts I've learned from applying Stoic teachings to transform my financial goals and overall money mindset. Be mindful to focus on meeting your genuine needs, not constantly feeding endless material desires for more and more. Make a habit of pausing to carefully distinguish between essential expenses and discretionary wants before purchasing. As the Stoic teacher Epictetus advised his students, wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. Aim to live simply within your means, spending reasonably on necessities rather than lavishly overindulging every desire. Establish a budget that reflects your priorities. Saving a portion of income consistently over time is favored over getting rich quick through risky speculation. Embracing self-discipline and moderation helps curb needless overconsumption. Seek to invest and use your money in an ethical manner aligned with justice and your own values. Do your due diligence to ensure that how your wealth is generated, the businesses you support with investment or purchase, is morally sound. And consider allocating a portion of resources to make a positive impact. Give to charitable causes, nonprofits, or directly to people in need according to your own financial ability. The Stoics emphasized compassion for all human beings, but donate out of genuine care rather than mainly for social praise or self-congratulation. Do good quietly. If you have wealth, the Stoics advise you see yourself as holding it in trust for the benefit of society, not just for your own gain exclusively. Use any prosperity to contribute to the common good through ethical business practices and philanthropy. Appreciate what you have rather than focusing on what you lack. Gratitude for life's blessings is key to contentment. Judging yourself based on possessions or status alone prevents genuine happiness. Regularly applying these kinds of Stoic teachings as a moral compass to guide my financial decision-making and goals has brought so much more meaning, wisdom, and fulfillment than blindly chasing wealth for its own sake ever could. I encourage you to reflect on how integrating this timeless philosophy could lead you to greater prosperity and peace of mind on your financial journey as well. My friends, wishing you prudence, justice, and deep contentment. Let's have a real talk about controlling impulse spending and overindulgence. This is an area I've struggled with myself, but Stoic teachings have guided me towards much wiser money habits. The Stoics were all about self-discipline and moderation. Applying their insights has helped me curb needless shopping and make more prudent financial decisions. Here are some Stoic approaches that have worked for me. Pause and reflect before buying anything non-essential. Consider if this purchase aligns with your values. Will it add value to your life long-term? Stick to a reasonable budget that covers needs first. Be wary of loosely spending on wants just because you can. Mastery of desire leads to true freedom. Beware of emotions influencing spending. Retail therapy often temporarily masks deeper issues. Try writing in a journal to process feelings instead. Focus on quality possessions over quantity. Avoid buying lower quality items frequently. Take proper care of your belongings. Declutter regularly and avoid waste. Donate unused items in good condition. Living simply prevents overconsumption. Patiently wait 48 hours before purchasing larger discretionary items. This allows your passion to cool so logic can prevail. Unsubscribe from email lists that trigger excessive shopping. Protect your mind space from constant consumer stimuli. Find fulfillment through developing virtue, knowledge, and relationships, not materialism. What really matters can't be purchased. Learning Stoic self-control around spending has brought me so much more financial stability and contentment. I buy less on impulse and consider how purchases align with my goals. Give it a try. You have the power to master desire. Wishing you wisdom and prosperity. I want to have an honest heart. To heart talk about dealing with the inevitable financial uncertainties we all face in life. As someone who has long struggled with intense money-related anxiety and trying futilely to control the uncontrollable, learning to apply Stoic wisdom and mindsets has been absolutely transformative for me in coming to a place of embracing unpredictability and finding real calm and resilience. Around finances, the Stoic philosophers recognize that essentially no material possession, including money, can ever provide absolute security or lasting happiness. We have little real control over external financial outcomes, no matter how much we plan and prepare. But what we do have agency over is choosing how we respond mentally and emotionally. And this insight is incredibly liberating. Here are 10 specific mindset shifts and coping strategies I've gradually adopted from the Stoics that have allowed me to accept the ups and downs of finances and life with much more grace and inner freedom. Releasing the illusion of certainty. Know that change and flux are constant forces in all of life, including our financial lives. Work on detaching from the desire to feel totally in control of money matters at all times and accepting impermanence. Making rational preparations for potential downturns, have some emergency savings set aside, adequate insurance, etc. But simultaneously expect that the unexpected will nevertheless happen. We can only control so much. Focusing on controlling only your own thoughts and actions, rather than fixating anxiously on external financial variables, you can never fully determine or dictate. Fretting over factors outside your influence is pointless. Remembering that what provides meaning and contentment in life, our character, values, relationships, cannot be bought or lost. If finances dwindle, the essentials remain intact. Viewing financial obstacles and setbacks as opportunities to practice courage, creativity, and wisdom. Tough times, though painful, help develop greater resilience, perspective, and maturity if handled well. Sharing financial challenges or fears with trusted friends who can provide support. Simply vocalizing anxiety helps diffuse it. different views also generate fresh solutions. Consciously giving gratitude for seasons of past prosperity during difficult periods. Nothing is owed to us. All is gift. This lifts the spirits. Investing time in inexpensive but deeply fulfilling hobbies, activities, and passions not reliant on money to bring joy, such as learning, exercising, volunteering to help other people. Limiting consumption of sensationalistic, fear-based financial news stories. Stay reasonably informed, but don't feed anxiety by obsessively dwelling on the negative. Balance out with uplifting content. When falling into anxiety or sadness, gently redirecting your thoughts to the present moment. Taking some deep belly breaths, savoring the small joys and beauties immediately around you right now. Regularly applying these kinds of Stoic mindset practices has done wonders for nurturing my ability to roll with financial punches and navigate uncertainties with poise. Financial challenges no longer shake me like they once did. I wish you the same growth in resilience and calm, abiding deep in your spirit. Friends, though the unpredictability of money matters remains, inner freedom and peace are available to us. May you find them. I wanted to have an in-depth talk today about something I've been reflecting on a lot lately: the incredible power and freedom of intentional simplicity. Like many people these days, I used to constantly feel the need to acquire more possessions and achievements, thinking that the next promotion, a nicer home, or the latest tech gadgets would make me happier and more successful. I bought into the mindset that I always needed to get and consume more in order to have a fulfilling life. But at a certain point, I realized that endlessly chasing more money, more stuff, and more social status was only leading to increased stress, debt, and time devoted to things that weren't actually sustaining or satisfying me in the long term. The ancient Stoic philosophers extensively cautioned about the empty trap of overvaluing materialism, prestige, and pleasure seeking. They taught that true happiness and purpose is instead found by focusing on developing virtues like wisdom, justice, courage, and moderation. The Stoics lived very modest and restrained lifestyles. So today, I want to share more in-depth some of the specific ways I've found embracing simplicity has been liberating and brought me much greater contentment. My sincere hope is that this inspires you to thoughtfully reevaluate what is truly essential versus excessive in your own life. Here are 10 Stoic-inspired tips that have worked well for me in recent years as I've shifted to a simpler lifestyle. First, I now pause and carefully consider every potential new purchase, sincerely asking myself whether this is something I genuinely need and will use versus just something I temporarily want based on whim or trend. I try to stick to prioritizing basic necessities like groceries and just a few higher quality versatile items that will improve my daily life. Mindless shopping has declined. Second, when tempted by deals, sales, or the latest gadget, I reflect on whether this item aligns with my goals and values versus being an impulse purchase. I'll later regret. Being a more mindful consumer means I'm driven by practical utility rather than momentary desire. Third, I conduct regular assessments of what I already own to identify things I can sell, donate, gift, or creatively repurpose. This prevents continuing to acquire more while unused items clutter my home. Periodically purging the excess and making room for essentials provides freedom. Fourth, when I do purchase something new, I opt for the basic, durable, functional version rather than buying into frivolous bells and whistles or unnecessary luxury upgrades that inflate the price and won't make me any happier in the long run. Focusing on quality, versatility, and what I actually need versus what simply looks flashy saves money and clutter. Fifth, I'm careful to spend money wisely on meaningful experiences that will enrich my relationships, expand my perspectives, and allow me to gain new skills. Making memories matters more than acquiring forgettable material goods. Sixth, I create peaceful, rejuvenating spaces in my home focused on simple comforts like houseplants, cozy reading nooks, soft lighting, and calming music rather than expensive decor meant to impress guests. Ambience and hygiene matter more than cost. Seventh, I remind myself that health, knowledge, creativity, and the ability to help others are blessings money can't buy. I have priceless inner riches that I can nurture. My net worth is not defined by a bank account. Eighth, I set aside time to fully appreciate the simple yet beautiful pleasures in life that are available to us all, like admiring sunsets, strolling through parks, enjoying great conversations with friends. Life offers so many free joys. Ninth, I maintain a sense of gratitude for necessities like running water, electricity, and reliable shelter that are easy to take for granted. Remembering how many lack basic security fosters thankfulness. And 10th, I aim to view money itself as a tool meant to increase my freedom, security, and options rather than as a status symbol to show off. The goal is attaining financial stability, not fueling excess. Embracing the power of less has been tremendously liberating. The less I think I need, the less I have to worry about. What are your favorite benefits of living simply? I'd love to hear more tips on separating true essentials from empty excess. Fulfillment comes from within, not things. I've been thinking lately how the Stoic mindset can offer guidance not just for leading a virtuous life, but also for making wise financial decisions. Today, I want to talk about how taking a Stoic approach has shaped how I handle goals around saving and investing money. Like a lot of folks, I didn't think much about saving seriously when I was younger. I figured I had plenty of time and money to play with. But as I've gotten older, I've realized how important it is to be prudent saving for the future and to make informed investments. However, it's also easy to become too miserly or greedy in pursuit of wealth, or to worry excessively about material security. The Stoics provide a balanced perspective. So in today's video, I'll share some ways I've applied timeless Stoic principles to set saving and investing targets in a way that serves my values and long-term objectives. My hope is this gives you food for thought in your own financial planning. First, I've set specific numeric targets for what I need to have saved at various ages to afford priorities like retirement or a down payment someday. Having measurable benchmarks creates accountability. Second, I automate a portion of each paycheck transferring to savings and investment accounts before I even see the money. This forces a savings habit without willpower. Third, I invest in broadly diversified, low-fee index funds rather than picking individual stocks. This passive approach prevents greed and panic buying from guiding decisions. Fourth, I focus my energy on factors I control directly, spending less than I earn and investing consistently, rather than obsess over short-term market ups and downs. Fifth, I aim for enough savings to provide freedom and security rather than endlessly chasing higher returns. Materialism and greed have no ceiling. Moderation and simplicity bring peace of mind. Sixth, I give back and live below my means to have surplus available to donate. Using wealth ethically matters as much as earning it. Seventh, I make savings decisions based on prudence and providence rather than fear or impulsiveness. A Stoic mindset helps overcome both miserliness and reckless spending. Eighth, I stay focused on having financial means toward ends that matter: family, purpose, service, leisure. Money is merely an instrument, not the symphony. Ninth, I educate myself and consult mentors to guide wise investment aligned with my risk tolerance and values. knowledge protects against both ignorance and arrogance. And 10th, I remember that financial health is important, but not sole measure of a life well lived. Even losing everything, virtue endures. Balancing Stoic wisdom with financial prudence has served me well. I'd love to hear your tips. Please share what guides your saving and investing strategies. I've been pondering a lot lately how to skillfully balance pursuing financial independence with the wisdom of non-attachment that the Stoics espoused. There seems to be a paradox between wanting material security while also realizing that externals don't equal happiness. On one hand, having savings and passive income provides freedom and options that I aspire to. But on the other hand, over-identifying with wealth often leads to greed, restlessness, and neglect of deeper sources of fulfillment. The ancient Stoics lived simple, restrained lifestyles focused on virtue rather than materialism. However, they weren't against wise stewardship of resources either. So today, I want to share my evolving thoughts on aligning independent financial planning with a Stoic mindset of detachment from possessions as the key to happiness. I still have much to learn, but wanted to open up the dialogue. First, I set financial targets oriented around increasing autonomy and security, without an insatiable appetite for decadent luxury. Freedom from worry matters more than overflowing abundance. Second, I aim for contentment and live below my means to have a healthy surplus available for periodic donations to causes I care about. Using wealth ethically matters as much as earning it. Third, I diversify my identity and sense of purpose across many areas like relationships, service, health, and creativity, rather than tying my entire self-worth to net worth. Fourth, I periodically reflect on if my financial strategy aligns both with my values and what I realistically need, rather than keeping up with the Joneses. Intentionality matters. Fifth, I focus on mastering internal qualities like wisdom, fortitude, and generosity rather than becoming attached to external signs of status. Developing character builds true wealth. Sixth, I stay vigilant for any feelings of superiority, entitlement, or greed that may arise as I accumulate more. Material gain can inflate the ego rather than the soul. Seventh, I remind myself that no amount of money can purchase virtues like integrity, equanimity, compassion. Internal riches matter most. Eighth, I cultivate gratitude for what I already have rather than getting caught up in the hedonic treadmill of always wanting more. Appreciation creates abundance. Ninth, I prepare mentally for the inevitability that I cannot control everything, including market volatility. Equanimity and flexibility help me stay invested during uncertainty. And 10th, I remember that my worth as a person is never contingent on the digits in a brokerage account. Even losing everything, virtue endures. I'd love to hear your perspectives on balancing pursuing financial independence with non-attachment. It's an ongoing learning journey.